been silly.
Okay, I have been taking some slings and arrows on the old X machine.
What?
Sorry, Twitter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's going on?
I have just been, ear to the ground. I don't have an in, by the way, in the San Francisco front office. I mean, I know John Lynch and I know Jed York, Kyle Shanahan have spoken on very rare occasions, but I'm not like having somebody say something in my ear and it comes out of my mouth just because I'm a mouthpiece, or I'm just not that guy. But I hear that, and I see the snap counts, and I think that Brock Purdy, if you have a guy who's on a 7th round last draft pick in the draft contract, who plays like a top of the line first rounder, you're going to start him. You're going to start him. So they're going to give Brock Purdy the run. And then you bring in Sam Darnold. Why are you doing that? For Brock Purdy insurance or Trey Lance insurance? How many people have I asked that question to over the last several weeks and months? And the answer comes back, we don't know. There's only one guy who knows, and it's the guy who traded up for Trey Lance when he thought he was doing it for Mac Jones, and he had Jimmy Garoppolo, who apparently wanted Kirk Cousins all along anyway. So I was saying, if Brandon Allen's getting reps that Lance should get, what does that mean? Like, I thought every rep is sacred for this guy. So I said, is it possible, if you're giving all these reps to Brandon Allen, that Lance could be the odd man out? Albert Breer said no. And odd man out, like getting released if you're not going to hold on to 4 quarterbacks.
Right.
Oh, my God. The pushback I got from Niners Nation, I do love the passionate fan base of Niners Nation.
They're very sensitive about the quarterback.
Well, I mean, listen, I understand.
They're very sensitive.
They're just everybody's sensitive. So I was like, is it possible Trey Lance loses his gig entirely and pops free? Breer said that's unlikely. Brian Griese's the quarterback's coach and had this to say about Trey Lance and how he is faring in training camp.
It goes back to him starting to get healthy. Now being healthy, it gives him a platform with which to find his natural rhythm, to find his natural motion, and to throw the ball like he did in college. And so I'm really happy that he's at that point where he's healthy enough to do that. And he's now put in work on top of that with his motion to give himself a chance to be more accurate. So he looks a lot better. There's no question. And I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about him getting into some of these preseason games and having the positive reinforcement that he can build confidence and continue to do that going forward.
Okay. He's a lot better and he's healthier than before. Preseason games, man.
They're going to really matter for him. Health is the most important thing, I think, when it comes down to him. We just haven't seen him play a lot of football.
Well, when's he going to get in, right? Because everyone's going to get in, don't you think? Don't you think Purdy's got to try?
I would think Brock Purdy's not going to play a lot.
At all, huh?
Why would you? Why risk him re-injuring the arm?
Because he's got to get in and fit. Like, well, the first action he's going to see since playing a one-armed second half in the NFC Championship game is against the Pittsburgh Steelers and T.J. Watt. That's the first time he's going to break a game sweat, really.
If you know that
I don't know about that.
If you know that he's your guy anyway.
So put him in for a series and get him the hell out, if that's what you're concerned about. And then see what Trey Lance can do, Darnold can do, and if you really do love Brandon Allen, then see it there.
Well, who goes in first? Darnold
These are
or
all
Trey
questions.
Lance?
These are all questions for the coach. They're coming up. But I just wanted to have this say here because I'm getting, taken to task for my terrible take that Trey Lance might get released. And crazier things have happened, like Jimmy Garoppolo going from 5th stringer to not needing a playbook to please stay with us. That was last year's about face.
Just never know.
Crazy things have happened. That's all I'm saying. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.